Why should we invest in India? India, a country mainly located on the subcontinent of Asia, has been independent since 1947, when it was freed from British colonialism through the non-violent resistance movement led by Jawaharlal Nehru and Mohandas Mahatma Gandhi. It was at that time that the state of India, which is secular, and the state of Pakistan, which is Muslim, were formed, and there have been several wars between them, one of which resulted in the formation of the nation of Bangladesh in 1971. India is bordered to the southwest by the Arabian Sea, to the northwest by Pakistan, to the north by Nepal, China, and Bhutan, to the east by Myanmar or Burma, and to the east by the Bay of Bengal, with Bangladesh tucked into its northeastern arm. It has an area of 1,269,345.6 square miles, 3,287,590 square kilometers, making it the seventh largest country in the world, following Russia, Canada, the United States, China, Brazil, and Australia. Although seventh in size, India is second in population, following China, with an estimated 1,147,995,904 people. While most of the population is ethnically Indo-Aryan, 72%, 25% are Dravidian and 3% are Mongoloid or other. The people of India are primarily Hindu, 80.5%, with 13.4% Muslims, 2.3% Christians, and 1.0% Sikhs. The population is more diverse when it comes to languages. The country has 14 official languages, with Hindi being the most spoken native language, 41%, but English having associate status and being used for politics and business. Other official languages include Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Kannada, Kamari, Malayalam, Marathi, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Tamil, and Telugu. The literacy rate is 61%. Locally, the country is known as Bharatiya Ganarajya and is a federal republic, divided into 28 states and 7 entities known as union territories. In addition to a state legal system with roots in English common law, there exist separate codes of personal law for the 3 major religious groups, Hindus, Muslims, and Christians. Most of the population (-60%) is involved in agriculture, although this area contributes least to the gross domestic product, coming in behind both industry and the service sector, which contributes the most at 53.7%, while comprised of only 12% of the labor force. Exports include chemicals, gems and jewelry, engineering and textile goods, petroleum products and leather. India is known for regional food specialties, including tandoori-style foods and Bengali specialties. Many Indians are vegetarians, and spices in various combinations, including garam masala and curries are popular. There is even a spiced tea called chai. Dal dishes made from beans, spinach dishes, and rice dishes, as well as a variety of breads, some of them stuffed and going by names such as chapati, samosa, pakoro, and puri, are common. 100 years ago, the best place to be, by far, was the U.S. but today that may not be so. The U.S. economy is in big trouble. After surviving the collapse of the internet bubble, we jumped right into a real estate bubble. That one collapsed too, and its ramifications are just now being felt. The falling dollar is making it much more expensive for Americans to pay for anything made abroad. And the rise in oil and gas prices, and other commodities, is putting the U.S. into a recession that will probably last a long time. But that's not the worst of it. The U.S. economy is old, and outdated in some respects, just as England's economy was 100 years ago. The 20th century was America's century. Thousands of people became enormously wealthy by getting into oil and gas and railroads and other industries back then. But the world has totally changed. New technology and major advances in communications have permanently altered the way wealth is and will be created. So the question my friend and I asked ourselves over tea and scones yesterday is this: if we were in our early 20s and our goal was to become billionaires, forget the measly millions, where would we go to start our fortune? For me, There was only one answer: I'd move to India. Why India? Because India is, in many ways, like the United States was in 1900. But bigger and better. It has a huge population, about 1 billion people, of which approximately 200 million are considered middle class. This is more than 10 times the size of the U.S. middle class at the start of the Industrial Revolution. The sheer size of the market is staggering. A study I read in the International Herald Tribune recently said that there are 1 million families in India whose income is more than $100,000 a year. That's a very substantial class of wealthy people. Many of these wealthy people are entrepreneurs and investors. And because of India's laws, and lack of laws, they will have few artificial obstacles to keep them from increasing their wealth. India's positive investment climate and vast consumer markets has resulted in a decade of phenomenal growth. Since I've been tracking it, India has been growing at least twice as fast as the United States. And even today, with oil prices going up and productivity going down on a global scale, India is still growing at almost 7% a year. Again, more than twice the rate in the US. China, too, has a huge, fast-growing economy. But I choose to move to India over China because of its more democratic government, more homogeneous population, and the prevalence of the English language. And if I were going to set up shop in India, I'd start something in the communications or technology area. More specifically, I'd start an internet publishing company there. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.